answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And of course, we're back again with some more Capcom related news. If you haven't checked out my last video, which I think is the interesting discussion that we had in that video where I talked about that Yoshinori Ono, he talked about how if he was to go back in time to change something about Street Fighter Third Strike, it would be the parry mechanic, and how he didn't want the parry mechanic to be the core mechanic to pretty much be that barrier to entry into high level play, and he wished he could have changed that and makes it more in a way accessible and enjoyable for people to get into the game. So if you're interested in wanting to just hear my take on the video and have a discussion with the rest of the people in the comment section below, I'll post the card above in this video. It can take you straight there. So in this video, we're going to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom, and it's Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in particular, because the developer of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ryota Nisuma, he just came out and made a tweet that he's no longer making fighting games anymore. He's done with fighting games. He's moving on to other things now, and everyone on Twitter is pretty much giving their respects and their regards, and and their appreciation to Ryota for making a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that pretty much created so many fond memories in the FGC, and just fond memories in general to those who really enjoyed the game. And I'm also want to just tip my hat off to Ryota Nisuma, as well as because I also say that he's responsible to bringing back that hype for Marvel vs. Capcom, because you remember the Marvel vs. Capcom series had lied dormant for a very long time, and for years the FGC had mainly just focused on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that's just been going on for years. But Marvel vs. Capcom series in particular wasn't in the spotlight anymore. It was pretty much one of those niche communities that really never had its time to shine after Capcom had lost the license with Marvel games and everything, and Marvel was moving on to other business ventures and stuff like that. So no one never ever thought that we'll never ever see another Marvel vs. Capcom game. But it was Ryota Nisuma and his team who got together and bought us Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I remember seeing the very first trailers, but before the very first trailer of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, there was already a rumor surfacing and going around the community talking about a new potential Marvel vs. Capcom game, and it was going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and everybody was getting the hype, and I thought it was a lie. And that's before I started taking leaks a bit more seriously. But when they finally showed that trailer, man, oh man, I was super hyped for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and it just brought me back so many fond memories, because this was during a time where I was actually getting into fighting games on a much more serious level and really getting enjoyment and satisfaction out of it. And that was during a time I was really getting into arcade sticks. I bought my first tournament edition stick, which was, oh wow, quite funny. Yeah, my first tournament edition stick was the Marvel vs. Capcom stick. It sure was. And once I bought that stick, I did kind of get an inkling that if they're putting out Marvel vs. Capcom sticks and we don't have a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, there must be something in the works if they're trying to do this. And that was during a time where I was just like so new to this. It was like a whole new experience, especially to the competitive community, and seeing competitive players play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the other versus games. So when the first trailer had launched and it had released, man, this was during a time where speculations started, content on YouTube was coming in for fighting games and stuff, and I was looking forward to whenever Capcom will release a new character trailer for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It was just a whole new experience to me and everything, and I was able to share that with other players on Xbox Live, and I was able to share it with my YouTube subscribers. We were super hyped for this. And I recall with this game, when I first did my first Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Mugen TV gathering, I will post a card. I'll post a card up. It's an old video. This was during the launch of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but I'll post the video card there. You can go back and check that. But oh man, it's super hype. all my friends, we all got together. My brothers and I got together. We all bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We all hooked up a bunch of TVs and downstairs in the living room, and we had, let me see, we had over 50 players from my YouTube channel, and we opened up multiple different rooms, and we had a good time, and we filmed it and loved it. And I thank Ryota Nisuma for that, for creating an opportunity like this to bring us together. And that's what I love about fighting games in general. It just brings all different walks of life together who have common interests, and we just have a good time. I made so many friends with Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It wasn't just Street Fighter 4, it was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that done it. I made so many friends, met so many new people, so many new subscribers came in because of that game, and I'm still friends with majority of them now. They still hit me up on PlayStation Network on the PS4. They still, most of them follow me on Facebook, and we still chatted up and everything. So I think that Ryoma had, to me, in my opinion, despite some, some, I guess you could say, dislikes or some things that he could have done better with it. But overall, I just think that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was a solid product, was a solid game. I really enjoyed it, and it did revive everyone's hype and love for the Versus series once again. I just want to say thank you, Ryota, for creating such an amazing game, such an amazing experience, and you were definitely responsible for allowing me to meet new players, new fans, new people, and everything. And it did put me out there to want to find out if there's any locals where I live in Philadelphia who played Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I definitely appreciate that. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. What were your fond experience with Marvel vs. Capcom 3? And who was your favorite team? What was your setup in Marvel vs. Capcom 3? And also, tip your hat off and give your regards to Ryota Nisuma, and just wish him the best on whatever his next development or game development venture is. I'm definitely looking forward to see what other genres that he's going to move on to, since he's moving away from fighting games. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to hear more news and updates concerning Capcom, also hit the bell to be notified. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.